Hey, what's up, Team Rock Rep? I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas last week, and I hope you're excited that we're about to start a new year yet again. And I can't believe it, but this is the last video of 2018. Looking back over, I believe, the last 2 or 3 months, however long I've been doing YouTube now, it's crazy to think how fast time has gone by, and I'm really excited for a new year of content and helping people and providing free information and resources for you all to help you crush it with your goals. And given that this is the last video of 2018, I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit more relevant, just given the time of year that we're about to go into, with it getting a fresh start, clean slate, and a lot of people are going to have a lot of fitness related goals. And so I want to talk to you about a couple of tips that I have from a coaching perspective that I believe will help you if you have a fitness New Year's resolution for 2019. So I know that I typically summarize things into 3 tips or 3 bullet points, but since we're heading into a new year, I've decided to really outdo myself, and I've come up with 4 key points to help you crush your New Year's fitness goals. So point number 1, this one seems obvious. Maybe not, I don't know. Seems obvious to me. Have a clear goal in mind going into tomorrow. Now, I don't care if it takes you 5 minutes or 5 hours. I encourage you, if you're watching this video on New Year's Eve, take the time to sit down and decide what is your actual goal, because making your New Year's resolution, getting into a gym, that's not good enough. It's too vague, and when life happens, you maybe missed a gym for a few days due to sickness, or you're traveling, or something happens in your family, God forbid, you're going to miss the gym. And if you fall back to such a vague goal of, oh, well, I just want to be in the gym, you're going to find it a lot harder to get back into your routine once that gets disrupted. And trust me, it will get disrupted. It may not happen in January, may not happen in February, but it will happen eventually. Life is going to happen. So you want to make sure that when you start on this clean slate that is January 1st, 2019, you want to make sure that your foundation and that your backbone is set on something that you can fall back into and rely on to get back into a routine whenever life happens and you maybe have to miss a couple of days. So, yeah, just make sure that you have a good goal. And now this should be something that's measurable or quantifiable. And a good example may be, you want to lose X amount of weight, or you want to lose X amount of inches around your waist. Now, for a coach, I don't really care too much about those numbers. I let my eyes do the measuring for me typically in terms of progress pictures and things of that nature, and also PRs in the gym. But I think it is good for people starting out, especially if they're new to the gym and they're just now deciding to get into that fitness lifestyle of getting these healthy habits in place. I do think it is smart to have quantifiable results, or quantifiable goals, I should say. That way you know what you're aiming for, and it helps you stick to a program a little bit easier. So moving on to point 2, once you have your goal, your clear goal in mind, not your vague goal, but your clear goal in mind, the next thing that you need to do is you need to have a plan. Now, this looks different for a lot of people. For some people, it's hiring an online coach. A lot of my new clients that I will get over the next few weeks are going to be people that have a New Year's resolution of getting in shape, and that's awesome. That makes me excited. And they have decided that for their plan, they're going to have a professional write and structure and progress them through a program that makes sense. And to them, that's their plan, and that's perfectly acceptable. For others, it may look like doing some self-research and coming up with their own program, their own nutrition. That's perfectly fine too, as long as you know that you're getting quality information. That's part of the reason I know a lot of you guys like doing that self-research and self-education. That's a big reason why I have so many free articles on my website, and the reason I do these YouTube videos is to help those people specifically that maybe can't afford a coach or don't want to invest in a coach. I provide these free resources, so hopefully you can still get that quality information and make a difference. So have a plan. And like I said, it's going to look different, but do what's best for you. You know yourself, you know your financial resources. So do what is appropriate, but make sure you go into the new year having a plan. Number 3, have accountability. Now, this sort of ties in with having a plan, because if you have a coach, you're obviously going to have accountability, at least if your coach is a good one. Hopefully, they're keeping you accountable. But have accountability, whether that's a gym partner, a spouse, someone you're dating, a sibling, a parent, whoever it is. Just make sure it's someone that you feel comfortable with and you can be vulnerable with, and tell them when you're struggling, what you're struggling about, someone that you're not going to get super angry at if they kind of kick you in the butt to get you up and going again. But have that accountability. I don't really care where it comes from. I have a lot of people that I don't really work with on a one-on-one basis, but they still reach out to me for accountability, and that's perfectly fine too. You can message me, let me know your goals, and I'll do my best to keep in touch with you to see how it's going and make sure that you're killing it. But have that accountability. And tip number 4, this one is super, super specific and is more so targeted to my people that struggle. They feel like they struggle with food. And obviously, when you have goals, and I've talked about this, maybe not in this YouTube channel, but in articles, I've talked about setting up micro goals. So smaller goals that lead up to your big goal. And I also believe in rewarding yourself for those when you reach those goals. So my 4th and final tip, especially for people that struggle with food, just try this out for the first 2 months of the new year and see if it makes a difference in your adherence and also your progress. When you reward yourself, try to reward yourself with non-food items. And what I mean by that is when you get X amount of workouts that you wanted to accomplish done. Let's say that you want to have 15 workouts in the books is a goal that you have, a micro goal that you have set for yourself. Once you get to that 15th workout and you have that completed, that's an awesome thing, and good job on doing that. Instead of rewarding yourself with 10 scoops of Bluebell ice cream, maybe go out and buy yourself some new workout clothes or those workout shoes that you've been looking at. Maybe invest in trying a new supplement that you've had your eyes on, or maybe you want to get some new workout headphones, maybe some new date night clothes, whatever it may be. Reward yourself with non-food items, because what I have seen just in my own experience and with my clients is that when you reward yourself with food, gradually over time, you'll become more and more food focused. And for beginners, that is completely detrimental to your long-term progress. And just your mental health and mindset overall. You don't want to be food focused. And so when you reward yourself, make sure you are rewarding yourself, especially every time you hit a micro goal. But just try not to reward yourself with food too often, if that makes sense. So that's my 4th one. I know oddly specific, but it's something that I believe will help a ton of people going into the new year, especially those who are beginners or maybe have struggled with food in the past. So that's going to wrap it for this video. I have, I believe, all the way through April videos planned, and so I'm super, super pumped. If you guys have particular topics that you'd like me to cover in 2019 on these Monday weekly videos, you can let me know either in the comments or you can email me directly, which all of my contact information is in the description box below. I highly encourage you, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. That way, every Monday when I drop a new video, you get notified about it and you won't miss any of this free content that I'm providing for you all. And also feel free to share it with your friends and family or anyone that you may feel I just completely blanked, but anyone that you feel could benefit from this kind of content. And with all that said, guys, I'm super, super pumped for 2019. I will see you all next year. Lame New Year's joke. But seriously, guys, I can't wait for 2019. I will see you all next week. Stay healthy and God bless.